Not sure if you all know this, but Adrian and I both have YouTube channels. My YouTube channel, if you can please subscribe, is Nevermore Records. Adrian's is Plastic Realm Toys. You can also follow us on Instagram at HNH_podcast and find us on Facebook. We even have a private group. Just send a request and we'll let you in. Follow our recording studio on Instagram at Nevermore_Records_EPTX and our guitar company on Instagram at Nevermore_Guitars.
You ready?
Life changing. Yep.
Are you in the mood?
I am. Okay.
You're fucking not. You're tired.
I am.
God damn it.
Let's go.
I've got to carry this show again. And welcome everybody to another episode of Half and Half Podcast. Hey girlfriend. You're fucking tired today, huh?
Dude, I am so tired.
And you're not drinking caffeine, so that's making it even worse.
Exactly. I feel like I'm still recuperating after last week.
Yeah, you're on a vacation hangover.
Mm-hmm.
A excitement hangover.
Yeah, I was thinking about it this morning. Like, well, for our listeners, I spent last week at NAMM, not Vietnam. I went to NAMM.
National, what is it?
I always try to remember and I forget.
Big old music convention.
Yeah.
For those who don't know. Guitar companies, music companies, instrument companies in general.
Anything music, really.
Yeah. DJs, drums, guitars, anything music-wise. They showcase their upcoming inventory.
Right.
New ideas, new guitars, new basses.
It's really good it is really hot in here. Is it just me?
Because I got here.
Oh, that's true. I need to take off my shirt.
Your shirt? Fuck yeah.
I mean,
finally.
My sweater. Yeah, so it's pretty much anything music related. It's massive. It's always held at the Anaheim Convention Center, which is like crazy big. And then some people that I spoke to were like, yeah, it's really small this year because they're barely getting back into the groove of things. And I was like, damn.
Like into the groove of things because of COVID?
Yeah, because normally it's in January. And so they've had to, like, there's even like virtual sessions now and stuff like that. And I guess before it was pretty massive and then COVID happened and then it kind of changed things. Mm-hmm. And so now they're trying to get back in the groove of things. But honestly, like the third day was really kind of unnecessary. I went to go to just kind of visit some booths and stuff that I was like, I'm going to do this at the end. But I could have gotten away with just doing 2 days. But even with that, I mean, 2 days nonstop, your feet hurt, your back hurts because you're just like, it's so much
fucking old.
Yeah, I'm old and it's just so much walking. I went to Disney after, and normally Disney is like exhausting because you're walking so much and stuff. But man, like Disney was like a walk in the park.
Really?
In comparison, yeah.
Is Disney packed this time of year?
Actually, I thought it was later on in the day it started to get packed, but actually I thought it was way less packed this time than any other time I've ever gone for the most part. Because normally I go like October for Halloween.
Yeah.
This time I was shocked. Like, dude, like, one of the Star Wars rides, when it first opened up, I went. I was in line for like 3 hours.
Gross. For a fucking ride?
For a ride. Maybe not 3, maybe like 2.5.
You're literally just standing there in line.
Yeah, dude. And that's why it takes a toll on your feet and your back. And you know what I mean? I don't give a shit who you are, dude. It takes a toll. This time, less than 15 minutes, like 10 minutes. We literally it took you, like the time it took you to walk to get on the ride. That was it.
I hate being in fucking line for 5 minutes, let alone 3 hours.
It's because Disney. So we go to Universal a lot too. Universal has this thing. They have fast passes.
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah,
about
Universal's awesome. You pay extra, which in a way it's kind of unfair, for people that don't have the money to afford it, but you pay extra and you get the fast pass. And that one is literally like you're cutting in front of every line, and like there's no wait at all. And
Really?
it's amazing. Yeah.
So there's a line of people, and you just kind of walk by and
yeah. Well, there's like two entrances. There's like the fast pass entrance and the regular entrance.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just bypass everybody. And like, see you later.
That sucks, dude.
And Disney has something similar. Like we actually paid for it this last time, but theirs sucks, dude. Like we literally just money gone because we didn't even get to use it. It was like, it's like $25 a person, which is not a lot. It's actually way more at Universal. But with them, it's like, okay, you can cut, but you can only do it at this time. And since we had a flight to catch in the evening, like we didn't stay till midnight like we normally do. So we didn't even get to really take advantage because all the times were like in the evening. Yeah. And it's not even worth it. It's stupid. Like Disney's great. I love fucking Disney. Again, like that's probably, I think we calculated that was our 6th time going together, Daniela and I. But you know, sometimes there's been times where like one time it was just so packed and we got to get on every ride, but you spent most of your day waiting. You know what I mean?
That sucks, dude. Who wants to do that?
Here's the thing. Disney itself, the environment is so amazing. You're okay with it. Does that make sense?
I can see that. Look, when my kids were small, we didn't have the means to go. Right. But then as they started getting older and I had the means to go, we were like, let's just wait till you guys get a little older. Because you're really going to enjoy it more. To me, a 3-year-old standing in a fucking 2-hour line, right? It's miserable. I
agree,
imagine.
Dude. And that's what I always tell people. The worst part of Disneyland, believe it or not, are the kids. Yeah. Not only for like the parents, like Eric, for example, he left for a little while. He went to a bar in downtown Disney and he was like, everybody's fucking drinking like crazy. And all they're doing, all it is parents bitching about how they should not have brought their kids to Disney. And it's something that we've always said, like we enjoy it because we're adults and we can appreciate it and it brings back that nostalgia, whatever. Yeah. Dude, the people that are miserable are all the parents, dude. Like
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like we were standing in line and this like lady had a baby in the back. She wasn't a lady, she was like younger than me, but and they were like trying to like keep the baby happy and like like doing. I was like, dude, that just looks exhausting. I'm tired watching you.
I'm sure.
Yeah, and then like kids are crying everywhere. Parents are yelling at kids. It seems to me like a miserable time for kids. Yeah. So like I took my daughter, right? My daughter's a teen. Like she loved it. She enjoyed it. She really appreciated it, you know, because it was like, so to me, it's like 10 years old, 8 years old, 9, 10 and up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anything below that, you're going to just be miserable unless you have the best child on the planet. Like, it just sounds like a miserable fucking time to me. And those kids, they're so little, they don't appreciate it. It's just, you can take them to Western Playland and they're going to have the same, I guess, happiness as they would, you know, going to fucking Disneyland. It's not worth it, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, but I love Disneyland. But back to NAMM. NAMM was great, man. Like, I do have some complaints about NAMM.
Do you?
You know, being that I come from the education world.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, I've gone to education conferences. And, you know, you have a schedule. So educational conferences or NAMM music conferences are all the same. The way they're set up is generally the same. Yeah. You have, you know, floors with exhibitions. Like, so, you know, you're looking at the newest products. You're talking to people about their products, all that stuff. Same thing with education. It's usually like the software, like just different things. Books, it could be whatever.
New chalk and markers and shit, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I went to like an amazing conference, you know, years back in Denver. Yeah. So what you do is you kind of you schedule your time. So they have workshops that you can attend. Yeah. Talks. You know, I got to see Michio Kaku, who's like one of my favorite people on earth. Physicist who's just amazing. You don't know who he is, look him up. Michio Kaku. I got to meet him, got to ask questions, got to get his book, you know, signing and you know what I mean? Stuff like that. So
I actually had that picture as my your contact for the longest time.
Did you really? You go to these workshops and people are teaching you something. I'm a sucker for learning, right? So, it's always like when I went to the workshops in education, whenever I was at a conference, it was 9 times out of 10 worth my while.
Yeah.
At NAMM, I was like, dude, musicians, producers have no business giving workshops at all. Like every workshop with the exception of one, and it wasn't even a workshop. It was just like by chance I happened to show up and there was a producer that was kind of just talking about what he does. Dude, terrible. We went to one that was supposed to be about guitar wiring, like the innovative wiring for guitars and the up-to-date techniques. The dude spent 20 minutes talking about how to heat up your soldering gun.
Shit.
And make sure it's plugged in, because if it's not plugged in, like, dude, we walked out.
Don't forget to turn the power on, kids.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was, dude. Like, I went to one with a music producer. I was super excited. The guy could not even open up a file on his desktop. And he even said it verbatim. And I was like, you just took my thoughts. He said, oh, well, what good of a music producer am I? I can't even open up a music file. And I was like, dude, exactly. Like you figure you would have come. So like, I've done a lot of public speaking, a lot of presentations in front of a lot of people, little people, whatever, right? And then as a teacher, you know what I mean? Like you learn those things. Yeah. So there's a skill to it, right? But if you're going to present at something like that, especially like that producer, for example, like it wasn't just like a little tiny room. No, it was a big room, full production with cameras, everything, dude. And like, It was bad, man.
Maybe it was his first time. Cut the guy some slack.
Well, don't be presenting a NAMM for your first time, man. It was just, I walked out of so many sessions.
Didn't you say you were going to have one with Tosin Abasi?
I missed it. It was so hard. Yeah, I missed, like,
that would have been the first one I went to.
I had some really good ones planned. And it's just that place is so massive. It was like, damn, you forget the time. And I kept getting notifications like, oh, you got a session coming up. And after a while, I just started like not even paying attention. Yeah. Also because like the exhibitions, like the exhibitors, their setup is like, dude, like I was literally trying to find new microphone mic, podcast mics, you know, just to kind of see what's out there, the newest stuff that's out there. I had so many things on my list I was trying to find. And then we had meetings about, you know, the guitars and stuff. And so talking to people about that and kind of looking at the boutique section that they had there. Yeah. And then the big guys on the block, you know. Yeah. But it was awesome, man. It was, it's now set up some things and, you know, we'll talk about in the future and that we have in motion and, you know, it really.
Some great headway on the guitar business.
Some great headway.
Headway.
Yeah. So, anyways, I mean, I could go on and on and on and on and on. I do highly recommend. Not if you're a musician. You know what I noticed? Like, there's a lot of musicians there, and you can tell a lot of the musicians, unless you're like an endorsed artist. Like Pep is an endorsed artist, so like he'll be invited to go. Like, I guess he'll do like a drum demo or whatever. But there's a lot of musicians that go, and I think their intention is to like network and stuff, but they're just it's so saturated. Yeah. I don't know. But if you're in the industry, if you have a recording studio, if you, or maybe you are a musician, you're just like looking to buy gear. If you're going there to try to like promote yourself, like,
no, it doesn't work.
It's, I would stay away. It's kind of annoying actually.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know, man, but it was mostly good. I gotta say,
you got me excited about you said Eric was drinking while you guys were walking around.
Yeah,
you said that every so often. Or
yeah, there's bars everywhere inside the place.
Dude, next year if all three of us go, you're gonna be mad at both of us. It's gonna be like you chasing your kids at Disney.
Yeah, you know, we were gonna be together, but we ended up separating for a lot of the time.
Eric?
Yeah,
really?
Just because like I'm a you know, recording studio geek. He's more of guitar. Yeah, he wants to see the guitars and stuff, and so it was kind of a divide and conquer situation for the most part, with the exception of, you know, some meetings and stuff that we had or whatever. But and then of course, you know, he likes to drink and then take his smokes breaks every freaking 10 minutes. And so
then Eric and I are going to experience it together.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, I felt bad for like Daniela, my wife. But she's a trooper, you know what I mean? Like, I feel bad because it's like there's certain things she's obsessed with. It's like her big obsession are dogs, right?
Yeah.
It's like if there by chance was a dog convention, I'd be so fucking miserable. Well, maybe not. I mean, dogs are cute, but whatever, right? Like, but she, you know, she helped, you know, oh, let's go here. Guided us. She sat there, you know, she was my media person. She, you know, not a single complaint, nothing, man. Like,
it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, like a total trooper. It was pretty cool. Because we ended up at, you know, her going at the last minute because I was like, we got a whole day to kill mostly. You know, I was like, so, you know, we love Disney. So that's why I was like, you want to go just so at least you can go to Disney? And she was like, yes. So.
Oh, so when you had planned the trip initially, she was not going to go?
Right. It was just going to be Eric and I. But then it just made sense. Like, she's always very helpful. Like, just in general, like, I don't know, it's weird, and I hate to say it. I hate to give her credit, but man, like, whenever I'm anywhere without her, like, I do feel a certain sense of being lost,
right?
Even though she tends to get me lost a lot. Like, for example, you know, I paid extra for the early bird check-in, so you don't have to check in for your flight.
Oh yeah.
But the whole thing was like, I was going to pay for hers, and she was like, why are you going to pay for mine? What's the point? Just save me a seat. And I'm like, oh, that's true. It's a good point, right? So first of all, I had to remind her to check in both times. She checked in late. And then, so she's like, I'm like A, whatever, you know, when you're lining up, she's B something, right? So I'm here saving her seat. And they're like on the intercom talking about, oh, the flight's full. And, you know, the flight's full. And please make sure you just find a seat, sit there, blah, 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 blah. And I'm looking at all these people coming in, and people are looking at the seat, and, you know, I have a bag there to kind of try to save it, but I hate to be that asshole, you know? But I'm like, where the fuck is she? And all of a sudden, she's like the second to last person coming in, and I'm like, what the fuck? Come to find out, this is my wife. She was sitting there just playing her little games on her phone. Dude, they had to call her on the intercom. Daniela Ward, you're about to miss your flight. Daniela Ward. And she was like, oh, dude, had they not called her, she would have missed her fucking flight. I would have been sitting there like, what the fuck? But somehow she helps me.
Hey man, she enjoys games. What can you do?
So anyways, that's enough about me catching up. What's up with you?
Nothing, man. Just fucking work. When you're gone, I have nothing to do. You know what I mean?
It was funny when you text me like that you feel weird when I'm gone.
Dude, I fucking do. Every time you go out of town, it's like, it's weird knowing that you're not minutes away. I know it, and my body knows it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if something were to happen, I can't get to you, or, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's just weird knowing that you're not in the same town.
You feel incomplete.
Yeah, basically.
It's like the magnetism that brings us together. It's been separated.
Yeah, it's like you take it. Maybe I take it for granted, knowing that you're minutes away, and when you're not, I'm like, maybe I should hang out with him more.
Well, I mean, we have some really cool stuff coming up, so you have to be a part of that. You have to.
A part of our business?
Yes.
Yeah, no shit.
Yes.
How am I not a part of it?
I'm gonna tell you need to take these days off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna force you to go.
Well, yeah. If per our conversation yesterday, yeah, I fucking have to.
Yeah, I can't wait. See, that's exciting.
Yeah.
What else? That's it? Nothing?
Dude, no, you know, we like to take our little notes, so there's just like things I wanted to bring up. First of all, are you a Filter fan? The band Filter.
You're lucky you reiterated, because I was going to be like, yeah, I use air conditioning filters and coffee filters.
The one in my car.
You know, I used to be. They have a couple of songs that I like the Take. Oh wait, is it they're the ones that do the Take My Picture song, right? Yeah. Which is like their most famous song.
Is that their most famous?
I don't know. I like that. I still like that song to this day.
Great fucking song, dude. So when Short Bus came out, their first album, right?
That's what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I remember hearing it, right? Everybody knows Hey Man, Nice Shot. Great fucking song.
Oh, yeah, that's their most famous song. I do not like that song.
What?
Yeah, dude. I thought that I remember when that came out and I felt like it was so overplayed. That's all you ever heard.
Okay. Aside from it being overplayed, when you heard it for the first time.
No.
What?
Matter of fact, because I hated that song so much, it took me a while to actually admit that I liked them. It was their other songs that got me into liking them.
The lighter shit got you into them?
I don't know, man. I don't remember. It's been a long time, but I remember hating that song.
Okay, so at the time, what are we talking? 93, 4-ish?
It could be the fact that I remember I had this friend. She would get on my nerves.
Shocker.
And she was like,
somebody annoyed you.
She was obsessed with Filter, and it just annoyed me. Like, it just
Really?
like to the point where like the music would annoy me.
I have never met a person in my life say Filter's my all-time favorite band.
And this girl did.
Really?
And especially when I tell you off air who the person is. No, I can say it.
Who?
She was a friend of mine in high school, and she became Eric's girlfriend. My brother Eric. Can't stand her, man. But anyways, yeah, she was just like an awful person, and I think it's because I associated it with her.
And you hated it.
And yeah, so but then later on, after she was out of the picture, I started listening to the other stuff, and I started to like it.
Well, for the past like 3 weeks, right? Mm-hmm. I went back and I've been listening to that album non-fucking stop.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a fucking amazing album.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd have to listen, yeah.
Dude, Filter's Short Bus is fucking incredible. And his story is weird. You know he was in Nine Inch Nails, right?
Yeah. Matter of fact, I heard Gustavo's calling me my pink guy.
Chico Gustavo, we're fucking podcasting, guy.
Yeah, and I always thought that was weird. He was one of the original members of of Nine Inch Nails, right?
Yeah.
And I know they did the reunion. Matter of fact, Caesar played, our buddy Caesar with Ministry played, they opened up at that show, I believe, and like they brought all of like the original band members.
Passment, Robin Fiend,
and I heard that they actually played Filter songs.
Did they?
Yeah, like they covered a Filter song or something like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's really cool too.
Yeah, that story's weird. He was a part of Filter. He got tired of not being able to be a part of the creative process. Mm-hmm. Been there. So you might be careful, dude. I'm going to start my own Filter.
Yeah, I mean, where are you going to record?
It doesn't matter, dude.
Oh, that's right. You got GarageBand.
Fucking Garage. That's what I was going to say. Fucking GarageBand guy. I don't need you. Anyway, if you haven't heard it, if you're bored, I just wanted to bring it up because people don't really talk about that album all that much. Other than Hey Man, Nice Shot, it's like you just said. Filter is more known for either that song or Take a Picture, right?
Yeah. I like that song though.
Yeah, it's a
really catchy fucking song.
Yeah. But that album, dude, it's a fucking sleeper, man.
Yeah.
I just wanted to bring it up.
No, that's cool.
I had another question for you.
Uh-huh.
And I thought about it for days because I'm like, dude, I have to know this answer. I fucking have to. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. Were you a wrestling fan as a kid? Ultimate Warrior, Hulk Hogan wrestling?
I was as a kid until I found out it was fake.
It's not fake. Do you think those bumps don't hurt?
Oh, come on. And for the most part, it's 80% fake.
I'm going to say 70.
Yeah, I used to love, what's his name? I think they used to call him, was it Animal?
George the Animal Steel?
Yeah, there you go.
Really? That was your guy?
Yeah, dude. Dude, I even have videos of Eric and I, like, we're dressed up, like, without shirts, like, fucking pretending that we're wrestlers and shit.
Dude, Gussie, his all-time favorite wrestler was the Ultimate Warrior.
Of course.
He would get in his fucking tantarans, dude.
Yeah.
Put shoelaces around his arms and just fucking run around like he was the Ultimate Warrior.
Dude, the Ultimate Warrior was amazing. Yeah. Like, I also remember, if you remember correctly, in the early 2000s, late 90s, you and I got really into playing the video game.
Yeah.
Dude, I saw the other...
I knew you were, but...
Yeah.
I couldn't
dude,
think about it.
we used to fucking I used to love playing that with you.
We made our own characters.
Yeah,
remember?
we would sync up our intros and stuff, and we'd be like, "But you can't see until," and then
Forgot about that.
we would come out with our intro, and I even got into it to the point where I don't know if you remember, or it was maybe after it got a little bit better, but it got to the point where you could actually upload a picture of yourself and get your character to have your picture, your face.
Yeah,
it wasn't very good, but sorry, I just got a quote. And yeah, I used to love that. As a matter of fact, it's funny you say that because just yesterday I was watching a video. Apparently there was a new WWE game that came out. And it looks great, man. They were like, it was like they had the cage and everything, and they were making fun because they were like, look at this guy just died. Literally, one of the characters, like, I guess he died in the middle of the match, or at least it looked like it.
Really?
But I was like, God, man, if Adrian and I could play this would be fucking amazing.
Can't we do that though from different homes?
Yeah, we can now. But that takes out the fun.
I know. I'm just saying.
Remember we used to get real mad at each other?
Dude. Slam the fucking control. I knew. I just couldn't figure out how much you loved wrestling.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I knew we'd spoken about it. Obviously, right? We had to have.
I can't.
On A, the reason why I'm asking is on A&E. They're bringing back, not bringing back, but they're doing these biographies on all these fucking great wrestlers, and then they're doing hour-long specials of like the greatest rivalries in wrestling, like Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan. Undertaker versus Mankind, like the whole story behind, dude, it's bringing back so many fucking memories, dude.
Oh, really?
So then it's getting me in the mood to want to watch wrestling, and I tried. Dude,
it's not the same.
It's like boxing. Mayweather and Pacquiao are gone, and we're stuck with people trying.
The Miz,
the fucking Miz, dude. But we're stuck with trying to enjoy the drama of boxing, and we can't, right? Because it's gone. That's what wrestling to me nowadays is. There's no star power. There's no Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior. Because I've been trying for weeks now, and I fucking can't.
You know what I used to watch?
What?
It's been a while though. The female WWE or whatever. Man, those girls are good looking. I can watch that shit all day.
The female, but they're all.
The girls, they used to have a thing where it was like only the girl matches or whatever. They used to be on TV.
And it was like an hour of just female wrestling?
Yeah, it was.
Really?
Yeah, I could totally watch that all day.
I prefer the guys, but whatever.
I know you do.
Oh, and then, so moving on. I just needed to scratch that itch because I couldn't remember. But if you get a chance, watch those biographies. They're fucking amazing.
Okay.
Another thing we didn't bring up on our last podcast is the poll results. Whose supergroup won?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Mine.
Did it really?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's right.
There's a lot of people with no taste out there. Who'd have thunk?
It was 50-50 for the longest time. I honestly, I think mine won by like one. And honestly, that's why I don't like those kinds of polls. I mean, the reality is obviously it's going to be exposed to like more people, more friends that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't think, honest to God, I went back and I listened to who we chose for our super groups. Most people probably don't even know any of those people except for like our true diehard, like music friends, like Justin, Rudy, Jonathan, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't even think Jonathan voted. Fuck you, John.
Wow, John, that's rude.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm just saying that maybe he did. But I think if people don't know who it is, then people just start voting like, oh, okay, you posted it, I'll vote for you, Paul. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which kind of just takes away from it.
So you won by default. All your fans.
I feel like I did.
All your fans. That's it. I'm starting social media today. I'm going to fucking drown you in my mind.
I've been telling you, man. I'm telling you.
I'm the enigma, buddy. I want to stay like that.
But yeah, I won.
The other day I ran into an old friend of mine. My wife and I were at Target. Anyway, I hadn't seen him in years, and that's the first fucking question. Dude, you're not on Facebook or anything? I'm like, no, man. He goes, how are you living? I said, fucking perfectly, my friend. You know, I love and hate social media all at the same time. I wouldn't know. You know, dude, I see so many things about not necessarily how it ruins people's, but it changes things for people.
Yeah.
Right? And I've always told everyone who's giving me shit about it, if you're not in my fucking phone, you're not my friend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you haven't, I've had people ask me, why aren't you on social media? I need to get a hold of you. And that's your number? Because mine hasn't changed.
Right.
So there's a way to get a hold of me. You just don't want to do it the normal way.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to talk to me, you totally could.
Yeah.
So quit fucking playing with me.
Right.
Blaming social media and shit.
Living in the 92.
What do you want to bet I could throw a football over them mountains right there?
Yeah, exactly. You want to get into that batch can scram?
Wait.
We're already at 30 minutes in, bro.
I don't care. You got a lot. Hey, I haven't seen you in 2 weeks. Bruh. Dude. So yesterday, you and I were having a very lengthy conversation. You were catching me up on NAMM and, giving me all the cool details about what we have going on. Mm-hmm. And then you hit me with something. I finally got my spunk back, my chutzpah, my inspiration. And I said, that's it. I'm going to tackle these fucking songs.
Oh.
So everybody knows, I've already told the story, how we were ready once, and Paul said, nah, never mind, I want to do this. I told him yesterday, Friday I work nights, but I want to sacrifice 2 hours, go in and fucking bang out some songs. Yeah, but don't get mad. I want to write all new songs. So everyone thinks it's me, but it's fucking not.
It's because, okay.
Oh, then I'm talking about Texas Cutthroat, by the way.
We wrote a 14-song album, right?
Uh-huh.
But it's been so long for us to get that in motion. The pandemic happened, like that put a lot of kinks. And now when I listen to the songs, they're good songs, but I'm like, no, I think I think that could have a better riff, or the production could be better, or there's just something like,
so
I feel like
picking yourself apart.
I feel like so much time has lapsed that it's kind of like it's not fresh to me anymore. And it's not that I want to, how can I say it? It's not that I want to just like put things on hold just for the sake of putting things on hold. Stop calling me Gustavo. I feel like it could be done better.
Okay, I'm going to give you that. We have sat on these songs for a while.
Yeah.
So you're in a different headspace now.
Right.
You have new equipment you want to fuck with.
Yeah, like production-wise, it can be better.
I'm going to brother card you, though. Hold my hand. Just hold my hand. 10 songs. Don't fuck with me, man. None of this. Nobody wants a double album. We're shaking on it. See this?
Let's just do an EP.
5 songs?
4 to 6.
Let's meet in the middle at 8. Okay, fine. That works. We have witnesses now.
Yeah.
There's 7 people out there saying, I saw it. I witnessed it.
I want to write. I'll go back and listen, and if I hear a riff or something that I like, I'll redo it. But I want to write all new songs.
But you said this time I'll get to have a hand on the bass?
Yeah, of course.
You said that last time.
Yeah, slapping the bass.
Slapping the bass.
Yeah.
I want people to go back to our Adrian's proposal video. When you still wanted me on your channel. The proposal was, let's start a hardcore group. This is a childlike dream.
And it didn't even come out hardcore. It just came out heavy.
Well, yeah. But I just wanted to be the screamer of a band.
Right.
But I told you the stipulation was, but I want to help write the music. Oh yeah, of course.
Dude, I get
6 days later. It hadn't even been like 4 days. I get 7 songs thrown at me. I'm like, what the fuck?
I get impatient.
I wanted to write.
I get impatient. It's because I'll write a riff or something, and then I'll like that. I kind of let it marinate a little bit, the riffs. But once it's on like recording and I like it, it's like, okay, that's great. Because my process for writing, I will write to a click track. I'll just sit there and riff to a tempo. Yeah. And I'll record the riffs that I like. And then eventually I'll start to kind of create and bring them all together and create a song, right? But then I'm like, okay, now I need drums. Now I need bass. Now I just want to hear, like, because sometimes I'll write a riff and I think it's a great riff, and then once bass and drums are put, I don't like it anymore.
That's because you don't let me do the bass.
So I I hate having something incomplete. I want something that I want to sit with and listen to it, and
I got GarageBand, buddy. Send it my way, and I'll send it right back to you. Just that way and then we come in and lay it down flat.
That's not a bad idea. What you should do is just get a freaking laptop and Pro Tools so you can
I already told you I have a free version of Pro Tools.
Oh my god. That would be make my life so much better, because then you could just record it dry, send it to me, and I can fix it up.
All right, I'll do it. All right. But you need to understand how you and I are half and half, right? It's like I get lazy because you already have such great equipment.
Well, of course.
And then you get lazy about working out. Why would you go buy workout shit when you got a full gym at my house?
Right.
So it's kind of like we both do. I have goals and aspirations to learn everything that you know.
Yeah.
But I get lazy about it because you already know it.
I know, but then
like you want to be buff, but you're like, but I got to drive to his house.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly. And that's what makes it difficult, is like the scheduling, right? Now all of a sudden it's like, well,
no, you can go to the house and you don't ever.
No, I'm not talking about the working out. I'm talking about like laying down bass lines and stuff like that. Oh. The scheduling becomes a pain in the ass.
No, it does not.
It does. Because then it's like, hey, well, I got this much time. Do you want to do bass or do you want to do the podcast?
You say that. Not fucking me.
Do you want to make out or did you want to just hold hands? We're
going to do both at the same time. All right. So yeah. Oh, wait a minute. It's got to be like 7 songs. What becomes cannot.
It cannot be an odd number.
Okay, then it's got to be 6, 5 new, but we have to keep what becomes. That's a part of the story.
Okay.
Or are you tired of that one already?
No, that one's good.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Because that one's done.
Yeah.
And it's different. So no, I'm totally good with that. I might want to remaster it, but yeah.
Okay. But vocals, I mean, that song is
everything's
complete.
done. Yeah.
Okay.
So you want to get into that batch can scram? Because we're already...
I'm sorry. You go first, because I know you're on a time crunch today.
No, I'm not on a time crunch. Well,
you keep fucking bringing up time like I'm holding you up.
Our listeners are waiting.
They like our bullshit.
Do they? Do you all really like it? Because I don't know.
Yeah. Should we just get straight into our shit? Are you tired of us geeking out and gaying out? Or
send a comment.
Yeah.
All right. That batch can scram. So an article popped up yesterday morning. And I was like, what is this? And I clicked on it. Turns out there's a band that just came about. I sent it to you. And it made me decide to go with the singer of that band for that batch can scram.
He's on my list.
So that band is it's a combination of the singer. It's Greg Puciato, right, from Dillinger Escape Plan, who I love. Dillinger Escape Plan, with the guys from
Every Time I Die,
which I like the original, like old school Every Time I Die. New singer, not so much. It's not that I don't like it. It's just it was so drastically different from the one guy before him. Anyways, they created a band that's called Better Lovers.
Fucking incredible, dude.
Yeah, so good. And
that's that one song. I mean, they only have one song right now, but fuck, dude, I heard it like 9 times yesterday.
Yeah, he has
so good.
He has his vocals, his screams, and we've brought this up before, and you've heard about how much I like Miss Mike Patton.
Yeah.
Did I say Miss Mike Patton?
Miss Mike Patton.
But I just can't. I struggle listening to anything he does now, just because I've overdone it, and people have overdone it, and people just like it's just the hipster kid in me is just like, ugh, I want to run the other way.
Yeah, the Vampire Weekend in you.
Is that a foreshadowing?
It could be.
So I heard that song and it just reignited my love for Dillinger, and so my choice for that batch can scram is Greg Puciato.
I'll give it to you, man. He's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
I've heard people say Mike Patton-ish in there, but dude, to me, there's some Trent Reznor in that voice too. If you really pay attention. But anyway, great fucking choice. So this person can scream. Again, she's a female, so I will not call her a batch. So who I chose for this person, that person can scream, is a band that I've been listening to for a long time. I actually showed you them a few years ago, and I just can't get enough of them and her. She's a great fucking vocalist and a great screamer. I chose Maria Brink from In This Moment.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, dude, her screams are they're great, man. I love her voice, period. I love everything she does.
Right. I'm familiar with them. I know who they are. don't know much about them.
Yeah.
Or really, I don't even know what they sound like. I guess I've heard them, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But yeah.
The few songs I showed you
I know
liked.
Pepe's friends with somebody in that band, and I think when he mentioned it, I was like, oh, who is that band? And I listened, and I was like, oh, that's cool. But I haven't listened.
Wait, time out. When Pepe brought them up, you said, let me check them out.
Yeah.
You've already heard them at that point.
Oh, maybe I had. I mean, that's the last time, I guess, I listened to them. I know they're like big. I see these festivals and shit, and they're always like headlining and shit.
Just found you a new challenge.
Oh, God.
All right, but yeah, I chose Maria Brink, and you chose Greg Puciato.
Awesome. I have her alarm systems, Brink.
Stop. Dun-dun.
All right, you know what really chaps my ass,
What's
though?
that?
Dude, so this kind of ties to NAMM. There's a lot of famous celebrity jerk-offs in this world.
Mm-hmm.
And what do I mean by that? I mean, like, there are people, like, I don't fanboy. Like, there's very few people, not even a handful of people in this world that I would fanboy over.
Mm-hmm.
A good example of somebody who I would probably gush over and just be like, oh my God, I can't believe, like, this person's here is like Gordon Ramsay. I fucking love Gordon Ramsay.
Out of all the people in the world,
dude,
that guy.
What's his name? Comedian. Damn it, why does his name escape me right now? The original Office creator. What the fuck? I'll come back to it. British guy.
Daniel Tosh.
No.
Daniel Tosh is the world's greatest comedian.
Why can I not think of his name? No, he's not. He's funny, but he's not the greatest comedian. It'll come back to me. Anyways, like, those are a couple people that if I met them, I would probably fanboy a bit over. But other, like, celebrities and stuff, it's usually like, I'm the type, like, I don't want to, like, I don't like going up to people and like, hey man. I just don't. It annoys me because I feel like if I were in their shoes, I would be annoyed. But I would still be cool though. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
but without the fans, you'd be nothing.
Exactly. So you have to be humble. You have to be like,
Yeah.
I mean, even like back in the day, like when we would have people come up to us and stuff, I get awkward, I get weird, and it's not an arrogant type thing. It's not a like, oh, like, it's a like, dude, like, like, don't, like, I'm just a person. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't need to, especially when people, like, as an example, I had somebody, I'm not going to say when or whatever, because that person might be a listener, but come up to me and start like bringing up like old riffs. Like, dude, remember that riff that you wrote, blah, blah, blah. And like, dude, that riff was amazing. And I'm like, it's weird, man. That was a very long time ago. I'll tell you after the show.
I was like, are you fucking throwing a dig at me or what?
like, I don't know. I don't know how to respond to that. So I get weird, but anyways, I still try to be cool about it, whatever. Right. Anyways, like, what I'm trying to get at is, like, I'm not going to name any names, but there's some people that, I ended up being around and like, hey man, what's up? And like, you expect these people to be like cool and they're total fucking assholes.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
And it's like, it just ruins your whole perception of that person.
Yeah.
And it's not even just like running into somebody in person. It's like, for example, there's a certain someone that we were in talks with, to work with, to collaborate with. And all of a sudden, like, they start being weird. Like, I don't know. Like, I understand you got a lot of things to do. So do I. I've got a lot of shit to do, but I always try to, see things through, so to speak. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is like, dude, like, if you're famous or I don't know, or you have fans, like, you need to like either be cool or don't put yourself in that situation then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'll get more into what I'm talking about in a bit. But then there's also really, really, really cool famous people. An example, there's a show that Daniela and I watch. We are obsessed with. It's called Vanderpump Rules. It's on Bravo. And there's a lot of controversy right now over one of the characters because he like just cheated on his girlfriend, who everybody loves, with a girl that a lot of people can't stand. She's kind of annoying, and she's also the ex-fiance of one of his friends. And it's just like this drama filled. Like Daniela says, like, we need this drama because, you know, her and I don't have drama. So she's like, we need this drama in our life, you know?
Yeah.
So this guy's getting shit on left and right in the media because of him doing that. And I keep telling him, like, dude, like, why do we even care? Like let them do their thing. Like, I still like him as a guy, like as like a person. He seems like a cool personality. Like, yeah. It's fun, it's entertaining. Without that drama, the show would be boring anyways. Like, so we ran into that guy. Nicest fucking guy ever. Granted,
that's the picture you sent me.
Yeah, granted, he's got to be nice probably because of he's being dragged through the fucking mud right now. But nicest dude. Like, that's and you know what's funny is that he's the type of person that I honestly would have expected a little bit of a sense of arrogance and to be like kind of like standoffish. Not at all, man. Not at all. That's how everybody should be. Coolest dude, Tom Sandoval.
Shout out Tom Sandoval,
owner of Schwartz and Sandy's.
Schwartz and Sandy's.
They have a cool bar in LA.
Dude, that one is fucking incredible.
Yeah, when I told you the name, you were dying. But anyways, that's what really chaps my ass is famous celebrity jerk-offs.
That's a good one.
You know, because think about it, like, for example, somebody that you idolize as an example, right? Mm-hmm. You have this preconceived perception of them, I guess, of, you know, whether it's based on their character or not. And then you meet them, and then I always think about Showgirls. Remember the movie Showgirls?
Oh, yeah, with Jessie Spano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, when that girl, she meets this, like, model famous guy, and he ends up, like raping her, and like it's like terrible. Like I mean, that's an extreme example, right? But it's like, you know, as a fan of somebody, you have this like sometimes look up to people, like, you know, you admire them, you know, you're like, and then all of a sudden they turn out to be like this just terrible fucking person,
douchebag,
and it just ruins everything for you. And now it's like, I don't even want to like listen to this person's music, or I don't want to like watch this person's TV shows or watch their movies anymore.
I don't know. See, like if Sylvester Stallone were to punch me, like if he were a total dick,
really?
Because he's my number one.
Really?
If
he was like, get the fuck out of here,
get the fuck out of my face, and fucking knock me out.
Really? It wouldn't bother you,
dude? If he fucking Adrian to me and then knocked me out, fuck, dude, that's like Adrian, boom, the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? That's like once in a lifetime, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that. But, okay, great example. Singer of Spirit Box. I know you're a huge fan.
Yeah.
What if you just humbly like, oh my God, what's her name?
Courtney.
Oh my God, Courtney.
Sign my chest.
Huge fan. No, like, you know, I don't ever do that, like, sign anything. Like, it's just like, hey, man, just respect to you. Like, I love what you do. Good to meet you. That's it. Nothing else.
Yeah.
Like, what if she just, like, totally, like, just shrugged you off? Like, wouldn't it kind of give you a little bit of a sense of like,
I don't think so.
No. I mean, not to say that that's what happened to me.
No, yeah,
I can see it. Like, there's just people out there that the way they react to fans when they're in a situation where they know there's going to be fans.
Yeah.
And I mean, watching how they respond, it's like, really, dude? Like,
I give you that, right? It's like I just jokingly said, but it wasn't a joke.
Right.
You are where you are because of fans.
Right.
Not reality stars. I'm talking more musicians. Right.
Mm-hmm.
If there was no demand for your product, you'd have nothing.
Right.
And the demand comes from the fans.
Right.
So yes, I'm one of the guys that would, God bless the day, should I ever become famous, right? And I would stand in 12-hour lines just signing people's shit one after the other because I'd be that thankful.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You're humble and you're appreciative of those, as opposed to just shrugging off those people who are the ones that are who help make you who you are.
Yeah.
So anyways, that's what really chaps my ass.
Dude, real quick, you brought up Showgirls. I remember in the 90s, that was like a big old thing, right? That movie. It was partially because Elizabeth, what's her name? The main character, she was Jessica Spano in Saved by the Bell, right? So the big allure was you get to see her naked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, some of my friends and I, there was like
awkward sex scenes.
There was like 5 of us who copped a copy of that tape, dude. We were at my house. And this is what I love about my dad. My dad is the boys will be boys type of guy, right? Like they're boys. Let them
Right.
Let them fight. Let them do this. That's what you're supposed to do as a young man, right?
Right.
Anyway, long story short, we're watching it. Somebody was supposed to have their finger on the remote. So if the door opens, you switch it real quick, right? My dad walks in at the wrong fucking time. Nobody changed it. My dad's like, "What are you guys watching?" And I was like, "Showgirls. Don't let your mom find out." Close the door.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I love
you just brought that up because normally I thought I was gonna get in trouble, but
yeah, of course.
My dad's a boy will be boys type.
Yeah.
Like, don't let your mom find out.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
All right, what really chaps your ass?
What really chaps my ass are people who shit on celebrities. Just kidding. Dude, mine is just I've been experiencing it like the past 7 days that I've gone to work, right? And it's stupid. Slow people, stay the fuck out of the fast lane, dude. Like, my God.
Yeah.
It's 60. You're allowed to maybe go 10 over, right? But you're going 50.
Yep.
Come on, man.
It's because I always say, man, people drive according to their ability to think. So if you're a fast thinker, like I drive fast, maybe like I drive fast and careful. Like not necessarily fast, just, I drive careful. I like to think I'm a quick thinker. I think on my toes.
Dude,
you got a lot of slow people in this city.
When I'm driving 90, I'm scanning. I'm fucking scanning, right? Just to make sure my reaction is going to be fast. God forbid anything were to happen.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
That's what it is, man.
It's just, it was happening to me every fucking day on the way to work. Every fucking day.
It's like John Mulaney, the comedian. He has this joke on one of his original stand-ups that I saw where he's like, you're getting pissed off at somebody driving, and then like you go to pass them and you have to look at the person and you're expecting to see like an old person or something and be like, and he's like, instead you end up seeing like a 20-year-old trying their best.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, it's fucking ridiculous, and it drives me. Well, you know what else sucks is that the rules of the road are maintain your distance, right? Mm-hmm. So you're following this asshole. He's going relatively slow, but you want to keep your distance. The fucking idiot behind you is fucking tailgating you. And all of a sudden he swerves out and cuts you off. But it's like, hey, dickhead, I'm trying to keep distance. I'm not going slow.
See, I don't know what's worse though. Those assholes or the ones going slow? Yeah. The ones that tailgate you and like you're already like, yeah, dude. And there's like 5 cars in front of you, and you don't want to tailgate. Those dudes I think are almost worse than the slow ones.
I'll give you that because it's like, dude, I'm not doing it on purpose. I'm maintaining distance in case anything were to happen. But now you just fucking shortened my distance.
Right.
Now I got to keep it away from you.
Yep.
Idiots, drivers. Okay, sorry.
That really does chat my ass.
It does.
Let's get into Let It Riff.
Let It Riff. Go ahead. You go first.
So on my flight, I haven't been listening to many podcasts. I haven't been listening to a lot of anything lately. But I was listening to a podcast that our buddy Justin sent. Really great freaking episode, man.
Oh, it was phenomenal.
With Sean Lopez from Far.
And Crosses.
And he was on the singer of Touche Amore, his podcast. I can't remember what it's called.
Touche Amore. Forever, first ever podcast.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I like the singer Touche Amore because he sounds like my favorite podcaster of all time, Duncan Trussell.
Yeah.
He reminds me of Duncan Trussell. And I was listening to that episode just, I had 2 long flights and, well, not long, but long enough, right? And, dude, I didn't know that guy went through all that shit he went through. It was really good. So anyways, he started talking about a certain song that they did in Far. And it was a song that I think he said they hated or they almost scrapped or whatever, but it became their single. And I just was like, what? I love that song. And so my riff, and I hope you didn't use this already. Did you already use this riff as a Let It Riff?
Yeah. Last episode.
What did you use?
Mother Mary.
Oh, okay. So, but the song that I wanted to use was, I forgot the name of it.
Barry White.
The Ancients. Yes, there you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
White,
yeah. So, anyways, No, I'm getting it confused right now.
Yeah, they hated the lyrics to.
I'm a very bad title. Song guy.
Barry White is
hum it to me.
Dun 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 dun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why do I always think that that's Mother Mary. No,
Mother
it's
Mary.
not. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Now I hear it in my head. But anyways, so that song, there's even a song that I would have to show you. I'd have to find it. That a band that I love. I don't want to say they ripped it off, but it's like almost the same riff. But anyways, there's something about that riff that just...
Okay, Barry White, right?
Yes,
okay.
yes. Hum it again?
Dun, 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 dun,
yes.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. I love that fucking song.
That song is probably the best song on the album. Probably.
I need to get better at remembering these song titles. What's that? Okay, and so here's another question. What album is that?
Water and Solution.
See, he kept on saying Tin Cans and Water and Solutions because I know they only have like 2 or 3 albums, right?
No, they've got 1, 2, Tin Cans, Water and Solution. Then the new one. They have 5.
What?
Yeah.
How did I? Totally no idea. But anyways, he kept saying Tin Cans, Water Solutions, and I kept on thinking to myself like, I don't know which album is which.
Yeah.
I'm just so bad at that. But anyways, yeah.
That's a great riff.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, anything Far does is
I wish
great.
we could play it, but...
I know, it's so weird. I went through all this trouble the other day because it's like I texted you. I know YouTube, you get those copyright strikes. Mm-hmm. But I don't know dick about Instagram, so I didn't think it was the same thing. So I made this fucking... Did you even watch the video, by the way, that I made with or without you? Yeah, see what I mean?
Did you send it to me while I was out of town?
Can I redo What Chaps My Ass? No, it was the week before you went out of town.
No, I'm sure I did. If you sent it to me, I did.
I'm going to say you didn't. All right. Well, anyway.
Let me look. You sent it to me?
Yeah. And then I even said, damn it, I made this for nothing then. Because I asked you, does Instagram do copyright claim just like YouTube?
Yes. And I told you, yeah.
Yeah. I made this great fucking video. It took me forever to edit it. It took me a while I was at work nonetheless.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a pain in the ass. You can't put little clips of songs. But anyway, moving on.
All right. What's your Let It Riff?
My Let It Riff comes from a band called Bleed. I've mentioned this band. I think I featured them on the chat. They have a song called Silver. Dude, the fucking beginning riff. I
wouldn't know.
You said you had texted me that you kind of like the band, but not really.
Bleed,
yeah. So Bleed. The song's called Silver. The opening riff.
This is what the beginnings of dementia looks like.
My friend, you've been on that route for a while.
It's because I have so much going on in my brain, like shit falls out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know for a fact anything I say falls out for sure. For sure.
I see my brain like if you were to open my brain, let's just say like it's a bowl of marbles, right? Mm-hmm. You can put a marble, but eventually stuff rolls off.
But all the ones that happen to say Adrian are the ones that fall out first. You forget everything I say, but you remember the weirdest shit from 1994.
Yeah, so that's in my brain. Also, when it comes to like song titles and shit.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to get into, what song blows my thong off?
Yes, I do.
You go first this time.
You know what song blows my thong off?
What song, Adrian?
There's a band called 68. Fucking, it's a duo. I know they were one number off, buddy. A band that they're a duo, right? A guitar player and a drummer. That's it. The singer was originally from a band called The Chariot.
Okay.
Who the guitar player of The Chariot is now was the guitar player of Fever 333.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That sounds familiar. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's in a band called 68. Again, it's just him and a drummer. Fucking, I love that band so much. They have a song that's called That's the Plan Anyway. Now figure out how to follow through. It's off of the album 2 Parts Viper. And the song, it's literally just him and his guitar. Dude, but the way he sings, and then at the end he gets into like this aggressive, raspy, screamy part, and oh, dude, it's beautiful at the beginning, chaotic at the end, and it's just him and his guitar.
Huh.
Yeah. Again, that's the plan anyway. Now figure out how to follow through off the album 2 Parts Viper.
Well, I got to check that out. I'm going to go with something very recent. It's a new song that I've heard. It just came up recently, and I love it, man. I can't get enough of it. It's an artist by the name of Labyrinth.
Oh yeah,
Labrinth. He does a song with Billie Eilish, who everybody knows. Billie Eilish. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know who produced this song. I wonder if it's her brother Phineas that produced it, or what. But from the production to just the way it was done, like her parts, his part, it's such a good song. It's called again Labyrinth. It's called Never Felt So Alone. Yeah,
you sent me that song.
It is so good, man.
It's a great fucking song.
She sings this one line. It's very Bjork-ish.
Yeah.
And it's just such a good line. I will listen to the whole song all over again just to hear that line again.
Yeah.
So good. But that's so that song recently has blown my thong off.
That little fucking piece of string.
All right, let's get into the chat.
All right. And today on the chat, you're not going to like it, but per our agreement, you review the chat bands anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It's a band that I found, I'm going to say 3-4 weeks ago, maybe at most. I was just reading just some music articles, trying to figure out some stuff. And I came across this article about this band called Silly Goose.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to use the genre nu metal.
Okay.
They're a rap rock band.
Okay.
Because what you would think of, again, you and I have very weird versions of what nu metal is, right?
Mm-hmm.
But apparently I'm the odd man out, because you've texted me, some of our friends are like, dude, that band's definitely nu metal. But
right.
to me, they're not.
Uh-huh.
So anyway, they're rap rock, punkish, hardish. I want to say borderline Limp Bizkit-ish, but just not. Wes Borland's fucking amazing. He's an amazing guitar player.
He is, regardless, yeah.
Anyway, I like them. I think they're fucking pretty sweet. They're a fun band. You know what I mean? It's not a band where you're going to be like, oh my God, I got to fucking dig deep and try to pick their mind. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, a band called Silly Goose.
And they're recent?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Check them out. Let's get into our challenge results. Last time we challenged each other. You challenged me with Fugazi.
Mm-hmm.
I challenged you with Vampire Weekend. Who goes first? Paper, scissors, rock.
Okay, ready, go.
Paper, scissors.
No, it's just 1, 2, 3.
On. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Fuck you. What does that mean?
That means I beat you.
Does that mean I go first or you?
Scissors, cut, paper. You. I won.
Fuck. All right. Fugazi sucks. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Fugazi. Okay, first off, I was not expecting so much mellow stuff.
Really?
I was thinking they were all crazy all the time. I don't know. So I put on here, was not expecting the mellow piano stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I started, the first album, and it's a lot of I thought it was going to be more like chaotic punk.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit chaotic, but I thought it was going to be like fast, upbeat. Right out the gate, I noticed a hint of Glenn Danzig in his voice. Yeah, dude. It's there, man. It's there. Like Misfits Danzig.
Oh, okay. Not Mother.
No. Like Misfits. Also, there's a couple of songs that I felt like there was a hint of musical influence, musical sound, Jane's Addiction, weirdness. Okay. And it made me question, and I didn't look it up, and I should have maybe, who came first. I'm assuming, because I know Jane's Addiction around that time was doing their thing. I don't know.
I want to say, okay, because Fugazi's first album, 13 songs, it's actually 2 EPs put together. So they came out.
That's the second album.
Yeah, they came out. No, 13 songs in the first album.
No.
Is it not?
No. I do my homework. Adrian, 13 songs. Sorry, everybody listening. We'll find this. Yeah, sorry. Oh no, yeah, you're right. Shit. Fuck you.
This motherfucker right here. You even made me question myself. It's 2 EPs put together. So 13 songs came out in 89 as a whole, right? But I know it's 2 EPs put together.
Okay.
So one came out first, and then they wrote another EP, and then they just put them together and released it as 13 songs. I want to say is how it went. But I don't know. I don't even remember when Jane's came out.
I know I think they came out in their 80s. But anyways, it wasn't a lot. The real connection I saw or I heard.
Jane's did come out
first?
Actually, no, Nothing Shocking came out in 88.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm noticing about Spotify real quick. I'd much rather go to Wikipedia. They're getting their dates wrong.
Oh, really?
There's a hip-hop group that I love called Jedi Mind Trick.
It's because they probably got somebody like me running the show.
Fucking probably.
I know, it was around 1987. Yeah.
So I'm looking up Jedi Mind Trick just to see what I want to listen to.
Yeah.
This is off topic, but Spotify, get your shit straight. So their first album, Psychosocial, came out in 1997. I know that for a fact. On Spotify, it says it came out 2003.
Oh, wow.
It says it came out.
That's a big disparity.
Yeah, it says it came out after their second album. Yeah, so I don't know. Here it says Nothing Shocking came out in 88, so they're a year ahead.
That's not shocking.
I am not shocked. One fucking bit.
Yeah, so there was a little bit of, just a hint of Jane's, and I thought that was interesting. Was not expecting that. But I definitely saw the connection between At the Drive-In, and I definitely got the connection between specifically Jim Ward from At the Drive-In and Sparta. Yeah. Vocally, musically, like huge. I'm just going, my notes are all over the place, man, just like my brain. I put in here that I don't mean to make comparisons to say that these bands took Fugazi's sound. It's more of a okay, now I see the influence. Now I understand. They don't sound like them. It's just the influence is there.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And especially interesting for me, being that Fugazi's been around for so long, and I never really gave them a chance, and so now it's kind of like oh shit. But I love this band. Not all of what I was expecting, and I really don't know why. But and this is still me kind of like, I'm just kind of like putting notes all over the place, but I put here, like, I don't think I would have appreciated them back then when they came out. I think had I heard them, I probably would have just completely disregarded them.
Yeah. Considering the time period and what you were into.
Yeah. Cause I was like a real metal kid. That's why I didn't like Nirvana, for example, because I was like, what is this? Like, what, you mean to tell me like there's no fucking pinch harmonics?
No white sneakers? How dare you?
Yeah. You're sitting down and playing an acoustic? What?
Where's your sleeveless shirt?
Yeah. So, obviously now I love Nirvana, but I was thinking, and I was like, you know what? I would have really disliked this band back in the day. They're very diverse. They're very dynamic, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that at all. Like, you have a pretty piano part, and then like, just like these really cool beats. The bass tone was amazing, sounded fucking great. And then you got the punk elements. The only thing I didn't like, I guess, is there was times that his vocals just something about his vocals, I was just like, that's not that very appealing. But for the most part, I liked it. I put in here that the music was good because I think their last album was like 2003. I want to say. Mm-hmm. And so at one point I was listening to all their early stuff, and I was like, I'm going to jump ahead. And I went to go listen to that album, and I thought it was a good album for sure. But dude, I listened to it, and then I started kind of going backwards, and then I got back to the first album again. And it was weird because, like, for example, a lot of bands that you like or whatever, there's just always something special about that first album. Right. And even though I barely started listening to these guys, I felt that already. Yeah. I went back to that first album, and I was like, it was like a soothing, like in a sense of like, oh yeah, this is fucking great. Yeah. So overall, what I can say is I really did love Fugazi, but more than anything, I really loved that first album. Right.
Yeah, and I agree with you.
I could listen to that over and over. It also reminded me of hints of a band that I don't think I've ever mentioned on here, but I was for at least for a time, I was really, really, really obsessed with Cursive.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah,
yeah.
And so overall, it's something that now I feel like I'm appreciative that I heard them now and not then, because I was able to really appreciate them.
Right.
But yeah, I loved it.
That's good. Honestly, this one, I knew you would.
I love it. You know what that's from?
No.
I was trying to tell Eric at Disneyland, and he didn't remember either. It's on Naked Gun. When they tell him,
man, I haven't seen that movie in forever.
They tell him they're like because he's like investigating or whatever. And they're like, if something happens, your code word is, I love it. And then, so they're in this scene, and then the guy in the movie, he was like, man, that says something about how it really smells because they're like in a factory or something. And he goes, and he's in danger at this point. He goes, I love it. And they were like, what do you love? Like, it smells. I love it. And then they're like frisking him, and he's like doing this, and he looks down. He's like, I love it. Anyway, I used to love that movie when I was a kid.
That part again. What's that guy's name? Leslie Nielsen?
Yeah. I think that's his name. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. Okay. So moving on. My challenge was Vampire Weekend. Where do I begin?
Oh my God.
Honestly, it wasn't bad.
Okay.
I don't, and I wrote it down. I don't know if I didn't think it was bad because I'm getting used to this kind of music because you keep throwing it at me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not bad. It's hipstery, right? It's like all the other shit you've shown me. I'm sorry to say, but yeah, all these bands blend together for me, right? Which, I mean, people say that to us about metal music, right? And heavy music. But so you can hear the difference, but to me, they're kind of like, I'm like, didn't I just fucking hear this?
Right.
You know what I mean? And I remember it brought back to me that the album Contra, I actually, again, because the name of the band appealed to me. I'm a name guy. So when that album came out...
That was a great video game.
Dude, right?
Yeah.
You know, they came out with toys of those guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I never got them, though. Huh. I remember listening to that album. So back then, that album came out in 2010. I remember not hating it. So when I heard that album, it's like you just said about the first Fugazi album. It was kind of like comfort album for me. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't have a favorite song from them. They're not the worst you've shown me, but they're not the best.
Right.
Overall, they're okay.
Okay.
Would I go back to listen to them? Probably not.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you hear the song I told you about that Danielle and I almost used for our wedding?
Oh, shit. No, I didn't. What was the name of it?
I forgot. I remember it. Tell you terrible names.
Yeah. Again, it's not bad, but it's just, again.
What was it though? I mean, they have, the singer's very unique.
No, the biggest part, aside from the music sounding the same, happy and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
The singers that you're showing me, they all have the same vibe. Like, there's nothing other than Empire of the Sun. Mm-hmm. Like this band and MGMT. I don't even know what bands you've thrown at me. This style.
Yeah.
It's like the vocals all sound the same. The melodies all sound the same. There's a little more. I don't know. I didn't go back to find out. I don't know if Hippocampus likes this band.
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
But there's a little. Yeah. I can see. Or right. I heard the difference or the similarity.
Did you know that MGMT, speaking of them, are recording at Sonic Ranch right now?
Are they really?
Yeah.
Wow. Mm-hmm. They should be recording at Nevermore Studios.
I agree.
But
whatever.
We're getting there.
Okay. Well, I mean, the fact that you said they're okay.
Yeah.
But I think that's part of it too. I think it's the fact that you don't listen to them more. I think if you were to go back to some of these that you didn't like, I bet you it would do something for you. I think about it like this. I remember the first time I tried sushi. It was weird. I didn't like it. It was weird. I was, sushi wasn't a thing here at that time. It was like, what is this? Ugh. Like, it was just weird to me, right? And then all of a sudden, months later, I was like, I was craving it. I was like, that sushi stuff sounded good. I went back and I loved it, and I never looked back. I think that's what you need to do.
I think you're right. I think when I go into a challenge, it's just that, a challenge. I'm like, so I got to take notes and I got to focus, and maybe I just got to play it in the background.
Right.
My everyday life.
Because also, I'm going to give you this. I put on my daily playlist on Spotify.
Yeah.
And it plays what you've been listening to.
Yeah.
Right? A song came on and I was like, this is a good fucking song. Who the fuck is it?
El Nino, right?
No. It was what's their names that I just didn't like the last time.
He Is Legend?
Yes. And I was like, all right, it's a good song. It actually was a very good song. I don't remember which one it was, but So anyways, it made me think of that.
Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'll make a playlist of all the shitty bands you've thrown at me.
Yeah.
And just play it in the background.
Exactly. It'll start to grow on you.
This band's not shitty. I can hear it. I can hear the appeal for you. Mm-hmm. And like I said, the Hippocampus thing.
Right.
Kind of
Hippocampus is a great
stop it.
fucking band.
Stop it. Yeah. Amazing.
It's funny you say that because you love Hippocampus. I really do kind of put Hippocampus into that same area with a lot of these bands.
I don't know, man. Do you listen to Suicide Saturday? It doesn't sound like these dudes. You listen to Halocene?
Halocene. Yeah. Oh my God, yes. That's like literally my favorite song from them.
Right? There's no comparison, dude. There's none.
All right, let's get into our new challenge. You go first.
All right. I'm going to lay off of the band stuff for you.
Okay.
And I'm going to throw a hip-hop artist at you.
Okay.
So, one of my favorite MCs of all time, POS. I think I've put him on the Shat before, but this was before you started reviewing the Shat.
Okay.
But I told you he's in a punk band called something Bombs, or was in a punk band. So he's one of those hip hoppers who likes rock music, and he likes Pearl Jam, and one of his albums, he throws in like a lot of punk elements, like live bass, and he's got this guy screaming while he's rapping, like all this weird shit that fucking drew me to him. So yeah, I want to challenge you with POS. P.O.S.
So when did this guy come out?
2005.
Oh, okay. So it's been a while.
Let me see. Hold on. I want to say 2005. Ipecac was the first album. And yes, I'm right. Ipecac Neat was the first album in 2005. Yeah, he's been around for a while.
That guy?
Yeah.
Does it stand for piece of shit by any chance?
As a matter of fact, it's an acronym for many things. He says sometimes it's piece of shit. Sometimes it stands for pissed off Steven. So, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was Point of Sale, but whatever.
My favorite album is Never Better. When you get to that album, really pay attention.
Okay. Never Better?
Yeah.
It makes me think of peanut butter.
I wish.
I don't know why. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I have two bands because the first one, again, it's a band that I've shown you a lot. And it's a band that you've told me, dude, yes, that is good. Because I will show you songs from them. And it was somebody that I didn't think that you would actually like. But when I have thrown songs from them at you, you like it. But I don't know. Nothing you have said or done has indicated that you actually listen to this band aside from when I send you shit.
Was I lying to you to not hurt your feelings?
Maybe. They have an amazing bass player. And
I'm not in that band. What are you talking
about? I saw these guys live.
Uh-huh.
I love everything with the exception of their last album that they've done. I don't know what it is about their last album. I just cannot get into it. But this band, again, they fall into this realm of bands that I've been challenging you with, but they really set themselves apart in a way. And if it's a band that you are very familiar with, let me know. I have a backup for you.
Okay.
But I'm just going to throw it out there. Two Door Cinema Club.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
What was that face?
I do like the stuff you have sent me from them.
Okay,
but I haven't dug deep. God dang, 6 million listeners,
dude! They're amazing.
Holy shit! Wow,
they're fucking amazing. Super fucking talented. Live, fucking amazing. I would not even. I mean, you can. If you want to, once you get to that point, you can jump into the new album. I really wouldn't.
Okay.
Their earlier stuff it's good from the get-go.
Okay, so their first album, 2010, Tourist History. So they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 albums, 7 albums
around there.
Okay, cool.
One of my favorite bands to come out in this last decade or so. Again. They fall into that realm of artists that I'm sharing with you, but there's just, and you've told me in the past, like, dude, that is a good song. And I tell you, like, listen to this bass line or whatever.
Yeah.
Every song, with the exception of the last album, is a good song.
What you've shown me and what I remember of them, they don't sound like Vampire
It's because they have some of
Weekend.
that uppity stuff that you're...
Oh, yeah. I don't oppose the uppity, but it's just the way it's done.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, okay. No, that's good.
Hey, did Billy Joel do a rock album?
Like recently?
Like a
or
metal
period?
album?
What?
I saw a comment online somewhere. They posted something like, what was the worst album ever? And somebody commented, I was just looking at what people would put. Somebody commented Billy Joel's metal album.
That I've never heard metal come out of him.
I'm curious now. But yeah, so I don't know if that was a real thing or somebody was just talking shit. But anyways, Two Door Cinema Club versus POS. That is our challenge for this episode.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm excited what you have to say about... I won't hand you shitty MCs, right? Like, you know, if I give it to you, I'm giving it to you.
So is he still active now?
I mean, his last album was what, 2018?
2018.
Mm-hmm.
666.
Yeah.
Had to add the extra 6.
Just to not be evil.
So what is it that you like about him? Just like real quick, like out of...
Well, dude, his delivery, what he has to say, his music, because he produces most of it.
So what does he deliver? Like Amazon, UPS?
All of it. All of it. Local. You fucking name it.
Dad joke number 2.
Shit. Yeah, man. It's just, with me, it's all about delivery and the lyrics, right? When it comes to MCs, you know what I mean?
Like what they're saying or how they say it?
Both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, both. Yeah, he's great. And like I said, he produces, I want to say, all of it. He's also in a hip hop group called Doomtree.
Okay.
And in that group, one of my favorite female rappers is in that group. Her name is Dessa. Oh, dude, that fucking Doomtree is awesome.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I find really interesting? Farside was in town a few months back. And I told you about it, and you didn't even want to even consider going.
It's not the full group.
It don't matter.
It does.
No.
It does. You don't have Trey Hartson in there. I want to say it's... I don't even know if Booty Brown's in it. I didn't even know who the last 2 or 3 guys that are...
Booty Brown?
Yeah.
Already got my interest. All right. We're going to call it.
Yeah, man.
It's so nice that I finally... So I spoke to... Real quick before we end it, to our listeners. I spoke to the Pro Tools people in NAMM. I can finally control shit again from my phone.
Can you only control or can you record on it?
I can do whatever. Oh, no, I have to have Pro Tools. Like, it has to link to the computer.
Oh, okay.
So it's so nice. Like today, instead of me running back and forth 5 times, I was able to just come in and...
You know what I need from you?
What do you need from me?
I need you to hurry up and go to the doctor because your ass needs caffeine quick. Okay? I had to get you a water today. I got myself 3 Reigns.
I've been doing good. I mean, I did have some coffee over the week while I was out, but I haven't had any rains, unfortunately. It was raining in Anaheim, though. But no rain drinks, unfortunately. I literally just had another case come in, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, God, I want it so bad.
Well, dude, hurry up and go to the doctor and
I
figure
will.
all this out.
Will. That should be my what chaps my ass, though.
What?
Fucking doctor systems and insurance and all that shit.
Oh, save it for next week.
I'm gonna go off.
Save it for next week, girlfriend.
All right, we're good.
Yeah, I wanted to real quick recap for everybody. Not recap. Shout out like we always do. Check out Exiled Inc. Our boys Stevie and Dave.
They'll be in this weekend, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fucking, I'm on nights.
Whose nights and why are you on him?
You don't want to know, dude. You don't want to know. Best sex of my life. Check out Whip Shaded and Faded, Miker, and Eric Ward. And
I'm doing, I got a lot of episodes that I have to record this week.
Yeah, you do.
Damn. All right.
Well, that's what you wanted.
Yeah, of course. Of course. It's just, my week is full. I'm like fucking.
Shout out to my new best friend, Rudy Marquez.
Rudy, what's up?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much for checking this out. And until next time.
Bye.
Bye.